Since that day in 2005, you've played in 2 different World Cups, 2007 and 2011. Both have unfortunately ended with the U.S. falling just short of the championship. However, the team was able to bounce back a year later in 2008 in Beijing and obviously 2012 in London to capture that gold medal. What kind of mental strength does it take to fall just short of the goals one year and then to get that ultimate prize the following?
Well, it's been quite a dream being able to be a part of 2 World Cups and 2 Olympics. Obviously, we've got a World Cup coming up. Got to qualify, got to make the roster. But, hopefully 2007 we got 3rd, 2011 we got 2nd. So hopefully 2015 in Canada will be gold. But it's been a great experience, and obviously my first one, you kind of have this picture perfect idea of how things are going to go, and sometimes they just don't go your way, and for whatever reason there's obstacles, there's things you may face, but I think it's those times that really make you a stronger player. It's been great to be a 2-time gold medalist at the Olympics. Hopefully there's more to come.
Yeah, and you scored those game-winning goals in the past 2 Olympics, against Brazil in 2008 and against Japan in 2012. What prepared you to ultimately have the confidence and skill to score those huge, important goals?
Well, my training doesn't consist of just going out there and just doing something. James and I have a plan. We've had a plan since the moment we've started together, and we've been working each day to that one goal. I want to become one of the best players in the world and the most complete midfielder in the world, and each and every day I'm striving for that. I train hard. I don't take too many days off. Obviously, I rest my body, but it's been cool, and I think that I'm super competitive. I've got grit, and I never want to lose. And I think in those pressure situation moments, in those tough times, is when I thrive the most, and when I really come out, help the team, and I love those moments.
How are those 2 goal scoring? I know you had a couple goals in the one game, but how are those 2 goal scoring experiences different or the same?
I think in 2008 it was kind of the beginning of my era. 2007 World Cup, I played in 3 games, started 3 times, and then kind of found myself on the bench. 2008 I played every single minute in that Olympics, and I think that was the beginning. I was still a little unsure of myself, still not fully believing in myself, believing that I could be an impact player on the team. So that goal I scored was kind of shocking, actually. When it went in, I couldn't believe it. Just ran around, was screaming. 2011 obviously was a different situation. More of a veteran on the team. Happened to get benched prior to going to London, not knowing if I'd ever get a chance, if I was going to get an opportunity, but I was ready, and I trained and I prepared and I waited for my chance and my opportunity. And I think scoring those 2 goals in that final was in me. And I had the belief, I had the confidence. When someone tells me you can't do something, I'm always going to be proving them wrong. And I think that that's kind of what I've done over the years, is just continue to overcome things, continue to prove people wrong, and it was the greatest feeling in the world.
I know we kind of talked about transitions already, but it seems like professional soccer players, whether it's male, female, anybody, they're always in constant transition from one team to the next. You played in the Olympics last summer, like we discussed, and then you started your season with the Western New York Flash, and now you're about ready to start your World Cup campaign again. How do you handle the transition from one competition to another and playing with different girls? Your Western Flash team has many different girls than you're playing with right now.
It's definitely different. Obviously, the NWSL teams are different than the national team, but it's at the same time it's the same game. There's a ball, there's a field, there's players, there's coaches, there's fans. And for me, I approach whatever game, whether that's a scrimmage in training, whether that's a practice, whether that's the NWSL game, national team game, I have that same mindset each and every time, and I think that you can never switch off. You know, you got to continue to push yourself, got to continue to work like you're an underdog. I'm working as if I'm the last person on this team, and you know, it's fun. It's fun to be a part of different teams. Obviously, you know, being with the national team, we're familiar with each other. Being with the NWSL team, Western New York Flash, I had a great time with them this year, and you form special and different bonds, so it's neat.
First off, congratulations for your Western New York Flash. I know that you guys ended the season with a place in the final. How was the overall experience for you as it pertains to being on a new team and the new league? It's, you know, something new for this year. There have been other women's leagues, but this was a little bit different.
This year was great. I was obviously bummed when I broke my shoulder and had to miss a couple months prior to the season. Missed a couple games, but you know, I was fit, ready to go once I got back into the swing of things. I thoroughly enjoyed being in Western New York. Between the team, the girls, obviously, you know, being with Abby helped a ton. The facility, the organization, everything was so professionally run, and it was a great place to be in. I'm excited to be back there next year. Thought the league did a great job this year. I think, you know, with the help of U.S. Soccer, really kind of, you know, there's a structure now, there's a foundation, and hopefully we can continue to build off of that. You know, from the minute I started, my goal was to win the championship. We fell a little bit short, and that happens, but we made it to the final. I was really proud of my team, and we'll be fighting for it next year.